14, 11. Friends don't lie.
Stop it! You're freaking her out!
She's freaking me out! The upside down.
Do you understand what he's talking about?
No. I found the chocolate bunny!
Oh God, please tell me it's not the kid.
I need you to hide!
Mornings are for coffee and contemplation.
Holy shit.
Welcome back. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Stranger Things. This time it's episode 3 of season 3, chapter 3, The Case of the Missing Lifeguard.
Tell me about the case of the missing lifeguard.
Tell me about the case of the missing lifeguard.
Tell me what's the man doing about the crime in town in Hawkins?
Oh, I remember what it was.
mystery.
That was. Remember last week I said something really corny happens in this episode?
Yeah.
Lazy, goofy, doofy.
You remember now?
I just remembered.
Oh, let's go.
I can't wait to talk about it.
I'm excited.
It's really petty and everybody loves when I do that. We're going to talk about our overall thoughts, have some fun MadLibs games, all that stuff. You guys know what the deal is. We're rewatching Stranger Things in anticipation of season 5 dropping on November 26th. The first part, at least. So this show is geared toward people rewatching the show. You know, there might be slight spoilers for later episodes, things like that. We covered this show in 2017-ish.
Well, this would have been
2018?
2019.
Wow, we were a little bit older, much more mature, as you can tell when you listen to that third season.
Oh, yeah.
But we're redoing it and hopefully never doing it again. It's getting a little pathetic.
Unless it's what the people want, in which case we got you.
We're in 10 years, we'll be like three Teds.
Yeah.
Watching the show again.
You know, I like this show, but I think they could do a little bit less language. I think it's a little too...
True.
Too many swears.
We've got a $50 Amazon gift card for anybody that...
Who's listening to the show.
Just to listen.
Remember when we did that?
Yes, that's why I'm saying it. Good times. Didn't even work. That's what's fucked up. Like 3 people would enter the contest and I'd have to pay one of them. Like, fucking shit, dude.
Yeah. They got their money, though.
Yeah, baby. But somebody needs to grab the MadLib book.
Oh, I
think
got
we
it
can
here.
actually use the Stranger Things one this time now that we're on episode 3.
We absolutely can. Are we doing the MadLibs now?
Yeah, that's our intro, baby.
Let's do it.
We've introed it. Here's a pen.
MadLibs. This is the section of the show where I ask 2 of these jabronis for words so I can put pen to the paper and they can craft a story that you can listen to at the end of this very episode. I'm reading it now. This week, we're getting back into the official Stranger Things themed MadLibs book. Thank God. Because the 80s one is
The
not
last
as
one
fun.
was okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, typically it's not as good.
Yeah. Are you boys ready to give me words?
I am. I'll go
Let's
first.
do it.
Okay, Kate, you're going first. Give me a verb.
Thrust.
Andy, can I have a celebrity?
Jennifer Connelly.
You've been thinking about that horse clip.
Yeah.
The Indiana Flyer.
Indiana Flyer. Yeah, what was the movie called? Career Opportunities?
Career opportunities. Yes.
Kate, can I have a person in the room?
David Harbour.
Andy, can I have a verb ending in ing?
Gaping.
Wait.
Now, is that a verb?
To gape.
I mean, yeah, but it's like a porn verb. It's not an actual verb.
I would say it doesn't work as well in this
It
context.
doesn't work. Oh,
It's
damn.
typically an adjective.
It's a good word, though.
I hate that we're a show where he says gaping and Steve just goes, well, in this context,
Not this
it
time.
doesn't work. And he wasn't like, what?
Let's just say blowing.
Kit, can I have an exclamation?
Like the wind.
For a second, I thought you were just calmly telling me your exclamation.
Like the wind.
Like the wind, good boy.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Show us the meaning of haste.
Andy, can I have an adjective? You want to use gaping?
Yes. Please.
Kit, can I have a verb?
Chastise.
Andy, can I have a plural noun?
Destinies.
Child. Kit, hit me with an adjective.
Sad.
Andy, I need a type of food, plural.
Jelly beans.
Kit, can I have a plural noun?
Melons.
Like the fruit or friends?
Or the boobs.
Those are the friends.
Andy, can I have a plural noun?
Flaps.
Kit, I need another exclamation.
Shiza Minnelli.
All right, Andy, next from you, I need a verb.
Placate.
And last but not least, Kit, give me an adjective.
Frustrated.
Stay tuned to the end of the episode to hear the story that these two helped put together, titled Spying on the Boys.
Ooh. It's like a reverse Porky's.
It is.
Now I'm curious to hear your overall thoughts on Chapter 3, The Case of the Missing Lifeguard. So just pretend I said that correctly. Andy, what did you think?
I think this episode's awesome. I think there's a lot of fun horror stuff going on. I think it's really fun that they made it all dreary because the season so far has been very brightly lit. Lots of fun, flamboyant colors, lots of neon, but the storm is coming, right? And so we open with the storm. Everything's rainy. Things are escalating. You know what I mean? And I think that there's also some really, really fun twists that they use on things that we've seen before. I'm specifically thinking of like Heather in the in-between getting sucked through the floor. That shit is so good, so visceral. Yeah, it's another setup episode. Like we're starting to cook now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had gotten the sear on that steak and now we're going to flip it and toss it into the oven and get it to that nice 125 medium, you know?
I love the metaphor you got going on here.
Absolutely.
It's perfect. Yeah, jelly beans.
Did you say steak?
I think this episode's pretty fun. Like what you said, Andy, a lot of the visuals they're using, especially with the in-between, is like really cool and visceral and evocative, and I really love what they're doing there. There's a lot of flashing of backs in this episode. Like we're constantly going back and seeing stuff from the previous seasons in this episode, which is, I think they use it to good effect, but it's just kind of interesting that it happens a lot in this episode. I love the continued relationship with 11 and Max and like the sleuthing they're doing. That's so fun. I love the idea of, I mean, we've already talked last episode about how much we love the pairing of Max and 11 together. That's like really awesome. I'm glad they're trying to be friends. But the idea of 11 specifically solving murders is so fun. We joked about it last season that Hopper should just deputize 11 and that town would be so safe because she'd be like, he did it. It was this one, you know? And so her having a mystery and solving it by constantly, you know, going into the in-between and figuring out where people are, that's a lot of fun. And it invites like really fun imagery. Like I love when they're at the pool and they don't have a radio or anything. So Max turns on all the showers and she's created like a snorkeling goggles that they've duct taped to like create the sensory deprivation there.
Actually, I want to jump in.
Do it.
Because that scene, this is going to be the top 5 dumbest thing Kit Laser has ever said. Because I've seen this season 3 times, right? I've seen seasons 1 and 2 4 times. Blah, 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 blah. I had this realization that maybe I realized it, maybe I'm on air realizing this before, but I have realized it again, that when she turns on the static on the TV or the an in-between station on the radio, she just needs white noise.
Yeah.
She's not using the radio waves to extend her psyche.
Oh.
So when they turned on the shower, I was like, the fuck does that do? Oh, so we don't even need water. Like Joyce could just go and that would help her apparently.
Well, I imagine it falls apart when Joyce needs a breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just blew my mind.
If this show took place in the modern day, they would just bring up a like sleep app or like get on the Spotify like white noise playlist. Just here we go, 11. Let's have a good time.
Yeah,
Just
you
sitting
too.
there.
But she had to wait for the ad.
Hop has the fucking CPAP machine going. It's like perfect.
Just riding the waves.
That's really funny.
But I love not the sleuthing's fine. That's pretty apropos for the show. But what I loved is, and I thought was different, was the idea of them being normal teenage girls, but with her powers.
Yeah.
And what a fucking terror she would be with that.
Oh God, yeah.
She's just watching the boys fart, and it's
And that's all she saw.
It's a teen show, so that's all they do with it. But it'd be way worse.
And 11 doesn't know this, but like spying on a teenage boy is a
bad idea.
You're rolling the dice every time.
But not only that, like the way that they can just spin the bottle and spy on anybody. Oh,
Yeah.
she would be a terror with those powers. And you know, we've seen her do it with Hopper, and the girl at the mall, but you piss her off. It's like Mike better tread softly, dude. You know what I mean?
For real.
He'll be pissing his pants on a daily. God damn it.
I know he's scared. Again? I gotta move. You can't hide from me.
Yeah, you pee pants boy.
Oh yeah, dude. He cannot dump her.
No.
He needs to go the other way.
Yeah, she'll go to Chicago for his ass, you know?
There's nowhere she won't go if he dumps her. Yeah, that's a good point, because it is fun, especially when they're like doing the spin the bottle stuff in the beginning. It's really cute.
It's like really cute and fun, but also
also
like
diabolical.
If you think about it for more than a second, it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. We're at the point in the season where like all the characters are breaking off and doing their own kind of separate things. And I just do have to point out that while I love like all the stuff that Max and 11 are doing, I love the Scoops troupe, Steve, Dustin, and Robin. I think their story is really, really fun. I'm having a hard time. I mean, they work, but they're not nearly as enjoyable to be with. Like Jonathan and Nancy's storyline is nowhere near as fun as the others. Mike and Lucas at the same time, like their story serves a function for Will's character, but it's not super like, oh, I can't wait to see what Mike and Lucas are up to. You know what I'm saying? And then even like Hopper and Joyce in this episode specifically, there's something off. Like I think it's because the direction for Hopper specifically, they're telling him to like dial it up to an almost cartoonish level. His frustration and anger.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Joyce, I said it wasn't a date, but you bitch. You know, like that whole shtick is like wears thin pretty fast, and Joyce is like, yeah, what do you mean? Like,
and he's got a towel with his naked wet balls and a shirt on his damp back that it just bothers me.
Yeah.
Like you didn't commit to getting dressed anyway. Just balls out it, you know?
Yeah.
Why'd you put a shirt on?
Right.
And it's almost weirder. Like if you're Donald Duck in it, that's more like say, you know, like,
let's break this down.
Yeah. Like, you know, Erica comes to the house or something and my balls are out. Hold on. And I put a shirt on. That's weirder.
Let me get more respectable.
I'm not going to button it though.
No. Why would you?
Your balls are showing.
It leads the eye down. But yeah, it's just something's off about the Hopper and Joyce thing specifically. And even like when they go back to Hawkins Lab and Joyce is confronted with where Bob Newby was like viciously and horribly mauled to death in front of her. And
you want to
Bob's
wait
like,
outside?
You're right.
You're going to be a fucking freezer here too?
Yeah. Like I know they threw in that line of him going like, you okay, Joyce? Like as sort of like an olive branch type, but the delivery of it and the context of how they've got to that moment, it comes off like much more terse and uncaring uncharacteristically. I don't know. There's just there's something off about that specifically, but overall it's a fun episode. It's just not my favorite.
I agree with you 1,000% with all of that. I think the Heather and the upside down scene, like Andy said, is kind of an all-timer cool visual thing. And I'm obsessed with it. And the Billy stuff is really interesting. More in retrospect, almost even than it was the first time, you know, just looking at, because Dacre kind of disappeared after this. And I think he's in interviews. He's promoting something now. And he said how he took a break. And I know he did something or two after this, but in general, he's been not riding the wave that he could have. I think because of COVID, I think he had to film all of these scenes a lot of these scenes in season 3, like in Australia with green screen.
You mean season 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
season 4. And that was like really difficult and lame for him. And I was reading something about it, but you know, there's a lot of good stuff, but there's a lot of like for this show, uncharacteristically rough stuff, plot wise, character wise. They're letting a lot of them grow and stuff, especially the kids. Like it's understandable. I kind of love what they're doing with Michael, Lucas, and Will. But with people like Hopper, it's like, that dude's 44. How much did he grow from 43? Like, why is he so different, you know? And it's just kind of them using that character with the new tone they're going for. And it just kind of feels weird. Yeah, that's all. Nothing huge. It's just like the sleuthy stuff, the Nancy and Jonathan stuff, I hate. And it should be so cool because they're doing something so dynamic and different. And they're at the paper. We talked about the fucking Jake Busey stuff last time. But even just when it's just them two, it's just kind of weird. And then
the writers aren't sure what to do, and they can't pair her off with anybody else because they put in so much footwork to get her to the relationship that she's now in. And the writer's room says, cool, now what?
Yeah.
You know? And so, yeah, it's hard to establish stakes. Any stakes that she experiences have to be external ones, not internal ones. And so I think that the show lacks a little bit whenever we cut to just them. And I think they recognized that and made that change in season 4. Like, well, let's separate them. And now she can have those types of personal struggles again.
Yeah, they're a happy couple right now.
Totally.
And that doesn't actually always translate into like gripping TV per se. Mm-hmm. But they're also like, I don't know, the way they're kind of writing Jonathan specifically, because I think they're writing Nancy to her character, but Jonathan's too like, what are we doing? You know, the misogynist guys aren't that bad. Girl, come on.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, there's something off about that pairing as well.
I think that the clues that are being left are like Harriet the Spy level. If you guys are fans of that Nickelodeon show.
What do you got against Harriet?
Dunking on Harriet the spy, sir?
It's great, but it's objectively for 7-year-olds. Like Max and 11 show up and this bathtub is full of water and the actual bags that say ice on them still.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know he's in a hurry and he's just like an alien basically, but it's like, dump him on the floor. Like, did you not take the ice out? Like, that would have been way more effective.
Why didn't you clear the tub?
And then they open the cabinet that has blood on it, and there's a bloody lifeguard whistle in there. And like, it would have been a
note that said, "I, Billy."
It would have only been slightly more comical if it was an actual gun that was smoking. What the fuck is this? You know? But they had to pull the lifeguard fanny pack that said lifeguard out first. Just so you knew what the fucking whistle was. Because everybody's a fucking moron at home.
And here's the thing, like I still am
Billy's house?
I still am a moron at home because when they pull out the bag, I'm like, they found Billy's bag. It couldn't be the missing lifeguard, it's Billy's bag.
Billy's fanny, even though you saw him take her.
Mm-hmm.
They're just pretending we're all Jon Snow at home.
What was that?
Oh, it's a whistle.
He's supposed to guard life, but he's taking it.
Exactly. That's all I got for my overall thoughts.
Was that the thing that you were saying?
Yes.
That's super silly. Okay.
When she opened the cabinet and pulls out the whistle, I was like, oh my fucking God, dude. That's like the placeholder clue, and they forgot to go back and actually put a real one. You know, like one duffer was smoking a joint. He's like, it's like a fucking bloody whistle or something.
That's Ross's job to figure that out later.
Yeah, and Matt was like, bloody whistle. Anyhoozle, let's get into it. You guys want to?
Hell yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do the recap after a quick break to hear from one of our sponsors. And we're back, and Netflix describes Chapter 3, The Case of the Missing Lifeguard, thusly. With Elle and Max looking for Billy, Will declares a day without girls.
Why are you guys?
Steve and Dustin go on a stakeout, and Joyce and Hopper return to Hawkins Lab.
I declare a day without girls. That's just such a funny sentence
That's
to read out.
basically exactly what he does, too.
You know, we've all been there. We cut to Max and Elle dancing in her room, reading magazines. They've got Ralph Macchio's full spread there. Didn't like the way I phrased that.
Why not?
He's doing the crane kick.
Do you think he's an amazing kisser?
Is Mike a good kisser?
Ew, no.
I love how 11's not like, yes, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm the only one I've ever kissed. It's like, that's fair.
First boyfriend. First ex-boyfriend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They wonder about their stupid faces and what they're doing. And then Elle's like, oh, I can spy. And she discovers that they're eating. And Will's over there like playing D&D by himself still.
Eating Doritos. Will, sad.
They say emotion and not logic. I love how Max is like, fucking what? Kill him. Can you do that from here?
Make them pee. Open the floodgates.
Different species. And then they start burping and farting.
Oh my God.
And I did like the little fall over giggles though, you know? Like
Yeah,
that's fun.
That's cute.
I mean, it is like, what is it about? I mean, we're all young. No, we're all men here. We were all once young men, young boys. What is it about boys and farts and burps that just tickle us so?
You say that like I don't still find them hilarious.
I was giving you benefit of the doubt. I was giving you an out.
If you farted right now, I would laugh.
Because you wouldn't expect it from me.
I hope that's why, but it's just funny in general.
No, body sounds are funny, you know?
Farts are always funny.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I just lay in bed with my wife and we take turns farting and giggling.
On command?
They're just really gassy people.
We are gassy people. Yeah. Typically after dinner, Steve, you know, so it's not so much on command. It's more like it's on deck, you know?
But do you save it for the fart swap?
Oh, yeah.
For
I'm
the
laying
bedroom?
in bed. I'm bouncing with excitement waiting for her.
You're like,
Or
what?
the fart swap.
There's been a lot of discourse online lately of people talking about how that you should never fart in front of your spouse, even moving on in life after you've established your relationship together, because it removes the intimacy of the relationship. And I say, fuck those people. I've never felt more intimate with my wife than when we started to feel completely comfortable around each other and could let those things go and still enjoy it, laugh it, and then still fuck each other's brains out, you know?
Whoa.
Nothing's hotter than farts.
Yeah.
I do think there is an element of laziness that relationships get to that will lend it to, having less of a defense to the lure of a fresh, new, exciting, mysterious encounter. Right? Mm-hmm. Why are you laughing?
Sorry, when you said fresh, I was thinking of a fresh new fart. And just giggling because they're funny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for pooping with the door open, and especially once you've had children, and there's so many like things your body does over the years that you can like be there for your partner and not accept, because it's not even, that sounds dumb and stupid, but you know what I mean? Like just embrace. And it's a level of intimacy above anything else. But at the same time, and everybody's different. And I'm not saying anything about your or anybody else's relationship, but I went through a period where it was just like, she's my bro, and I just farted on her as I walked by in the kitchen. And she's a bitch because she got mad, to where it's like a lot of the time I'll duck off in the bathroom and just rip it, like, cause I'm being respectful, and maybe she'll find me a little more attractive if I wasn't just shitting on her all the time.
You went through two severe polar opposites there. Like you grabbed her head and put it down there.
No. You're committing a war crime and then trying to be polite.
I mean, I still bust a toot when we're watching TV and she'll giggle or whatever. But I think that, there's an element when you first start sleeping with someone and you're learning about who they are and their favorite movies and their favorite songs. And that first 4 to 6 months is something that dies and will never come back. And it's so exciting and different. And what you achieve when you mature after you've been with somebody for years is a different level of something sublime. But what can happen, she runs into a fucking Jason Momoa at JCPenney.
And he farts on her.
Got her.
And it can be alluring if you've lost all mystique, surprise, spontaneity, that kind of stuff. I just think this isn't a relationship podcast, especially with us fucking three dorks, but I just wanted to say that there's another side to that I agree with you, but kind of thing. You know what I mean? I think people can get too if you're not, and this is going to be wounding to you, and I don't mean it to be. If you're not careful, you end up like Ted. You know what I
mean? Is that what it was? Ted farted one too many times.
Ted's just upset.
Karen is officially over it.
Ted's fully shitting his pants.
Ted's just sad Karen won't go to the fart swap with him anymore.
She used to fart on me all the time.
We used to fart all the time together. And then she got, fucking bitch.
Yeah. Why are we talking about farts?
Because
the boys were farting.
The boys were farting and burping. Yeah.
I was like, wait. And this is weird even for us. We cut to Hopper, who drives home drunk. Not cool.
Not cool, Hop.
Chief of police can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, unless you kill someone.
Right?
It's not okay.
Why are they making Hop such a villain this season?
He busts in thinking that Mike is in there because he hears the music and he's like, wait, hey, 3 inches.
I'm going to murder that boy.
He is too. He's all drunk and shit. He was going to beat the snot out of that kid. And I wouldn't have been mad. He's so relieved that Max is having a sleepover with Ellen there. And this crushes my heart. It's so cool. Like he's just, because you know what? He went about it completely the wrong way, but he was 100% right that for Elle's development, he's not just being like this comical, overbearing father. I got a shotgun, be back by 8. We come to find out that he's been there for 6 months every single day.
Yeah.
Just sapping all of her time and energy in there, sucking face And she does need girlfriends. She needs time with her dad. She needs time alone to fully grow as a human being. And he's just trying to put his foot down a little bit. And so when he walks in, even though he's had this horrible, upsetting heartbreak, he sees his daughter in there with a friend who's a girl doing like whatever they're doing is like more healthy than what she's been doing. And he's just like, and he's so fucking happy about it, kicks his feet off. What's that dude from season 2 that's in there watching Punky Brewster drinking?
Oh, Ray?
Yeah, he just pulls a Ray like, fuck yeah.
It's Punky on?
Punky and drunk.
I like how he like pours some more alcohol, even though he's already wasted. Like, but now he's kind of happy and over it, at least.
Hey,
I love how
having a good old time.
Max is like, do you even knock? And then the way Eleven's like, yeah, do you even knock? Like, she's
like
learning how to be a kid.
You're supposed to knock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how Max is teaching her to be a really smart ass kid, you know?
Like the good kind, not the Mike Wheeler kind.
I usually just make everything in the house explode. I can just say mean things.
Oh, wow.
It's easier to clean up.
That's your superpower.
You're a zoomer.
See? Zoomer.
I like how they just dropped that. I guess they don't play D&D anymore. But the girl...
Oh, Will just made Will cry somewhere.
They play spin the bottle on like who to spy on. It lands on Mr. Wheeler first.
Did you see all the names that they had?
I didn't read it, no.
They could have chosen between Mr. Wheeler, which they do, and
they were like,
boring.
fuck that.
But they also could have picked Billy, Mrs. Wheeler, Dustin, Steve, Nancy, and Mr. Clark.
God, I wish they had picked Mr. Clark. They could have learned something.
It's just so funny to me that these girls are like, let's spy on Mr. or Mrs. Wheeler. Nancy, they're obsessed with the Wheelers is all I'm saying.
And if they had spied on Ted, they would have been like, oh, fuck, he's out saving the world. He's an action hero.
No, it's just Ted like at the supermarket arguing with how to pronounce quesadilla to somebody. You know, that's what he's doing.
I believe it's Dilla.
It's Dilla. I am an American. I can read.
It's a double L.
You know, Holly does love Ted, though.
Holly does, but she's also a baby.
She's a drunk.
She's
A drunk
also
baby.
a drunk baby.
So they skip on Mr. Wheeler. They go to Billy. Max is like, listen, I got to warn you. Get out quick if it's something weird. I love that. It's so funny. So we go through this whole like in the void scenario where Billy sees her. And that's like shocking her. But she also hears the girl screaming. And it's like, it's a terrifying scenario. She comes out in tears. She's just witnessed a murder, but it's her friend's brother. So it's exactly what the fuck is going on, right?
Yeah, that's got to be traumatizing.
And Max is like, what kind of screaming? I'll just give you my mom's Cosmo.
Listen, he hangs out with girls all the time and they make weird noises.
So
Happy screams.
Happy
And
screams.
Elle is like letting herself be gaslit because she's so not world wise. Like,
Yeah.
well, it sounded really bad. You know, it's just,
I mean, I
funny.
don't know what happy screaming sounds like.
We'll get there later, but I just think that's hilarious of a reaction for Max. We cut to Will full on dressed as a wizard.
Yeah, Will the Wise, baby.
This is Steve now, by the way.
Yes, it
That
is.
is not music. It is the sound of destiny.
Andy and I always want to talk about girls, and Steve's always dressed as a wizard going, guys,
I declare a day without girls.
we're supposed to be planning the live show.
Come on. Can we just play D&D?
And he wakes up the other two boys who act like they've been up all night drinking or something. But
Yeah.
If you saw what they had in the background, it's like the 14-year-old boy equivalent of staying up all night drinking.
bunch of candy and
Like
soda.
a bunch of candy, Pizza Hut, soda. Yeah, they had a
They were
night.
drinking Orange
Dude.
Crush and Coca-Cola Classic.
That was the best. Like before I discovered cocaine,
And then that was better.
and like before I got like, oh my God, it's awesome to be around women. That period that's like 2 years where you can just play fucking Jedi power battles for like 14 hours straight.
Ages 11 to 13, probably.
And your buddy whips out the fucking case of Dr. Pepper and you're like, fuck yes, 6 for you, 6 for me, because we're not bitches. You know what I mean? Like, and you have the best fucking time ever just watching like all of the Final Destination movies back to back.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of them back then. But,
I remember me and my
All the
friends.
Halloweens, fuck you.
Remember all my neighborhood friends and I that we would go to like they would spend the night and we'd be in my basement. We would like try to stay up all night and not go to sleep, but we would end up just watching Austin Powers 2 on a loop 3 times during the night, playing pool and video games. And we would get the mattress out and like do wrestling moves on each other because we were watching wrestling at the time.
Dude, my buddy Nathan had a computer that wasn't hooked up to the internet in his basement room. And I would hang out there every day because he was like my next door neighbor, is Andy and I's best friend. And
is he the one you would go see movies with and leave Andy? Or it was vice versa. Andy would go see movies and leave you.
Yeah, we competed. Yeah. They were close, and Nathan and I were close. And that's kind of how I met Andy, was like Nathan's friend, you know, that I competed with and couldn't win because he had cool toys.
And it's just, I mean, just look at him.
But that computer wasn't hooked up to the internet. All it had was Minesweeper and chess. And dude, we would spend 11, 12 hours like working on puzzles and playing chess and then switching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just having that's a day. That's a Saturday right there.
Oh, yeah.
Go home exhausted. Like, ooh, I put the work in.
You guys won't believe the day I had.
All 1,000 pieces, and I won 4 of 72 games.
Guys, we solved chess. We fixed it.
You know, it's just, so I understand, like, this is why the best part of this episode is what Will goes through. That scene where he tears up Castle Byers and all because there's a point where if you let it, your childhood dies and you mourn it without realizing that's what's going on. And all the adults are like, it's puberty and it's your hormones. And it is, but it's also like, there's something profoundly existential happening where you're at this point of no return. To everything that you thought was important, it just seems stupid. And everything that you feel like is now important seems unattainable.
And it happens at different periods in life for different people, you know? Yeah. So it's like, this still matters to me and it doesn't to them anymore. And that hurts, you know?
Yeah. And then, I mean, there's like, not to get too dark, but I mean, like this thing that Will's going through without proper guidance from adults is detrimental to kids. And this is exactly the point where I turned to drugs and stuff, right? Because that's where I wasn't athletic and I didn't seem to be excelling anywhere. And like, I was just really, really insanely good at drinking and smoking weed.
I found my thing.
I was a prodigy and I got respect. He can gargle Grey Goose. This kid's crazy.
This kid.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I 100% know what you mean. The stuff that happens with Will in this episode like hits me hard every time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's that meme where it's like, you and your friends went out to play one day and not realizing it was the last time you ever would. And like that, shit like that always hits me hard because like I long for it. I remember high school, specifically the latter half of high school, was really, really difficult for me because I was struggling with this. But I was able to hide it. Like I could go to school and be like, yeah, girls and all that stuff. But like,
you know what? I love boobs.
I love feeling bags of sand. But then I would go home and be like very, very depressed and like in a very unhealthy way. And like, I can't imagine it is hard. And I think part of that is, you know, in my life, you know, all the things I loved and thought was important no longer was cool and you'd be ostracized for it. So you like push that down deep. And it wasn't until I was in my mid-20s where I was like, oh no, shit, I'm an adult. I want to do this shit again. And, you know, you keep that childhood alive in your heart. But for a lot of people, it's soul crushing and it changes who you are fundamentally. And I think if more people would just hold on to their childhood a little bit longer, maybe we wouldn't have the fucked up world we have in currently.
I was going to say that it's funny because of the natural part of the progression, at least for maybe men or maybe just me, or, you know, it sounds like a lot of us, but is in your late 20s and definitely in your 30s, realizing everything you loved when you were 12 is still the dopest shit. And just being like, fuck it, you know, collect Pokemon cards and I'm gonna go to the movies all day and I'm gonna play video games and I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna mix all these slushies. Like that is still the best way to live your life.
Yeah, as we record this, we are literally sitting at a table with Albany's gummy bears and Nerds gummy clusters in between us, and we're sharing.
Yeah,
but I've grown a little bit. I have a Perrier.
I've also grown a little bit. I have a Mountain Dew Zero sugar.
I had black coffee and a Diet Coke, but yes, the point stands.
You got Cheetos.
Ultimately, you're describing like you've seen those memes where it's the same thing. Like you said, you stop playing with your friends one day. I've seen the ones that say there was a day where your parents put you down and they never picked you back up. And,
Yeah.
it's just like those moments that are the good old times that you didn't know you left them, like to
Right.
quote The Office. But it's hard. It's hard out there.
And especially when
these
you're a
kids.
kid and you
Or
don't
if you're a
have
pimp,
it's
you're
hard
trying
out
to get
there
the money for the
a-
rent.
That said, I do think that Will still has the support system, the friends around him. Like Mike and Lucas immediately know that they hurt his feelings and
Yeah.
Later
are
when they chase
trying
him and
to
stuff.
find him. You know what I mean? And if only we all had that back then.
Luckily, because that's not the case. Most of the time, they would just call him a slur and
Yeah.
stop hanging out with him.
Right. Well, the difficult thing about Will specifically is that this was a kid who got horrible trauma just a couple years prior and lost a lot of what
Just
made
8
his
months
childhood.
ago, he got possessed.
Yeah, so much of this kid's childhood is fucked. So like you would understand why someone who has been through that wants to just grab onto the comforts that made him feel good and not want to leave them behind. And it's like just so sad and tragic.
Very much so. I'm glad we're all on the same page because that was, I think, a profoundly affecting part of this episode. And he demands to be called Will the Wise, and Lucas is like, "Can I shower first?" No. I like to think Will said no. We cut back to Hopper, who's hungover in the shower. That bathroom is whack as fuck.
It's a cabin shower.
But it's like, it's really, like,
Oh yeah, it's like the curtain between you and the rest
yeah,
of the place.
like that's got to be an awkward setup. And did he
Did he
didn't-
forget Max was there?
That's what I wrote. He doesn't know Max is gone, and he's just fucking woo. Which I guess he did. He's all hungover and shit.
He looked at the note and he's like, fuck is Max? Is she dating another boy?
This dude is gonna die. Yeah, I'm telling Mike. Joyce shows up. He's angry. We talked about it at the top of the show. He's fucking free balling, Donald ducking it.
I haven't been stood up since Alice Gilbert in the 9th grade.
She shows him how the magnets don't work, and he's like, whoop-de-fucking-doo.
Oh, you went and saw Scott? Who the fuck's that?
I do love that he's jealous of Scott Clark, because
As
it's
he
the
should be.
last thing you would want. Oh, 100%.
Scott Clark has his shit together.
But,
Did you see that house he lived in?
any man is going to have that insecurity if they got stood up the night before and she comes over and she's like, oh, I was with Brian,
Right.
Oh, Brian. You mean that guy that I just now realized I fucking hate? Poor Scott Clark's getting like 30 tickets this month.
Oh, for sure.
Every day to school.
He put Callahan on Scott
Oh,
Clark
yeah.
duty. Just harass the
Oh, he's
fuck
going
out
to
of that
die
guy.
then. Yeah, he's still wet putting on his clothes. That bothers me. And she's like, what if it's them? Talking about the Hawkins Lab employees.
They have the big machine that's capable to turn off all the magnetism.
Scott said it's possible. He's a
Scott?
genius. He's a genius.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He had these little shorts on, and I'm just going to say it. Donkey.
Do you know who Weird Al is?
He does this whole rant while dressing that she's, having some kind of emotional block and inventing all this stuff so she doesn't have to confront her emotions.
God forbid any of us move on, as she's saying that to the woman whose partner was viciously mauled in front of her like 8 months ago. I think you can give her a fucking minute, Hop. She hasn't even had an opportunity to suffer from the anniversary effect.
Oh, Bob,
sir.
your brain's dead. I guess I can't get any brain.
Oh, Rob the Brain has brain teasers. I got dick teasers, all right?
And she is a determined woman, though, much like Nancy. She's already just taken the bolt cutters and flashlights out of his fucking shed when he comes out. She's going by herself then, if that's the case. I do love, there's a dynamic of their relationship that I love. A lesser movie, and maybe even most people in reality, when she shows up and he's just soaking wet in a towel, they don't do anything about it. Like, there's no like comedic hop. She just barges in. No big deal. It's not sexual. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, we've known each other for so long. And also it's important that potentially there's aliens and stuff again or whatever, know?
The fields are melting.
I thought that was cool, because I'm an open, you guys know by my oversharing qualities. I'm very much the answer the door in the towel guy, and like I have a lot of friends. We're all really comfy. Andy's farting his ass off over there.
Farts are never not funny.
And I just love that they weren't like, nipples or something, that most shows would do.
Pop, you're really hairy.
Yeah. We cut to Max and Al, who are out looking for Billy. They go to Max and Billy's house. This is where they have the screams conversation. Well, when Billy's alone with a girl, sometimes they scream, but it's a happy scream.
Happy scream?
I'll lend you my mom's Cosmo. Shout out to Cosmo. That's a relic. Billy's car is gone, so they go in his room, and they're terrified of what they might find. According to Max, she immediately finds Hustler.
Pornos.
Hustler specifically.
Was it
I
Hustler?
thought it was Penthouse.
Was it?
I think it was Penthouse.
I said specifically, like I knew for sure.
Well, at least the ones when she opens up the drawers, those are Penthouse.
But it wasn't Playboy. He's into that raw stuff.
That other shit. He's not there for the articles.
No.
But the articles on the magazine covers that they do have are wild.
Did you pause?
I did. I paused and wrote down some of the names, and I'm like, this is insane.
I was going to say, does Hustler and Penthouse count as Easter Eggos? Because people don't jerk off to still images anymore.
I bet that's, well, I bet that Steve looked up what issue those are.
What pages the spread was.
Was it Ralph Macchio? Anyway, any hoozle is what I meant to say.
They find the lifeguard bag. They find the bloody whistle.
Yeah, all that stuff.
The ice tub, all that stuff.
Why is there ice in the tub?
Because it's like the will thing, I guess. It likes to be cold.
Oh, so he was just
Because the sun burnt his arm. And it's like
hanging out in the cold.
Yeah, he just likes to chill his body down real quick.
Gotcha.
It's probably like the weird workout stuff he does. He likes working out. And I just wrote week. We cut to Jonathan asking Nancy if she's sure about trying to publish this story. She's like, yes, it's going to be awesome. She presents all the evidence to her editor, Tom, and the whole gang, Jake Busey and them. They all laugh in her face, make horribly misogynistic jokes, and it's comically evil.
The mysterious case of the missing fertilizer.
Classic case of the worst they can say is no, just kidding. It can get way worse.
They could be dicks.
Mm-hmm.
This just in, rodents prefer poison. Nut job tells all.
We cut to Erica.
She's making the rounds.
Lucas's little sister. Ringing the bell at Scoops Ahoy. She's obsessed with those free samples. Robin is busy translating. She's not fucking having it today. Where's Steve? Where's the other guy? Because she knows he would give up the samples.
He's a sucker.
He's out busy with spycraft. And I just love the way that she said spycraft.
And I love the way they transition to Steve with like the binoculars, peeking out from behind the greenery that's in the mall.
Yeah, they're just standing in the walkway on the other side of that greenery.
That would not fly today.
No, definitely not.
That would be a super red flag. The guy with the binoculars.
There's a little sailor man with binoculars spying on people.
When they have the binoculars later on the roof, they're like 20 feet away from that door.
I know.
I love that scene, but it's also blocked horribly. Because when it cuts to the wide after they make the noise, it's like, why'd they have binoculars? And how couldn't they see them? I see you. It's very uncomfortable. You act like I cannot.
There's sailor people up there on the roof.
Sailor children, come down.
It's very dangerous.
Bring banana split.
Oh, that one boy looks really cool.
What?
Because he's got the hair.
Oh, it's the hair Harrington?
Yes. We heard legends.
Real shit.
You're the king.
It was prophesied there would be American with great hair, be the downfall of Soviet Union.
Yeah, Steve and Dustin are spying. They're looking for Russians. He does find Anna Jacoby talking to Mark Lewinsky, who didn't even get off the bench.
Oh, what happened with standards?
And Dustin is like, you suck at this, right?
You already have the perfect girl.
Robin is the perfect girl, he says.
No, she's weird and hyper. And she was in drama, okay? And band.
It's true. You know how like Steve's still in that high school mode?
Yeah.
And back then it's like, I don't know about you guys, but my high school, or Andy was high school with me, but the band was, Andy was in band, but the band was a no-no. You know what I mean?
Which was so funny.
I was in band, but I was also a captain on football teams. So,
yeah.
You know,
he tried to double dip.
Did you play during the football games?
Yeah.
How'd that work? Did you play
band during, no, I was not in the band.
He wasn't in marching band.
No.
He was just
I was in band class.
He's in Tweedledee class.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He played trumpet.
I was like, what a conundrum to be in the marching band and playing football.
I did play both sides of the ball though, which is a lot.
Like a bisexual?
Yeah. No, offense and defense. So like
That's what I'm saying.
you lose the ball and then they just stand there and wait for the rest of the defense to come out. And our team sucked.
You were just doing everything.
Yeah.
Double duty, triple duty with the band.
Captain of the shittiest
was-
football team.
We're talking about middle school football though. You know what I mean?
okay,
So this is nothing crazy.
It was always weird because my high school was the same. Like band was like, oh, band kids. But dude, band kids fuck. It's so
They
wild.
literally do.
They're the horniest people.
They do.
And it's like,
We've all seen American Pie. We know.
and I joined drama in my senior year of high school. And trust
Get a
me,
lot of action.
I did.
I was a theater kid who never did theater. Like never found my people. I
Yeah.
didn't know that about myself.
I wish I joined drama club in freshman year, honestly, because it was like the best time in high school was in
should
drama
have.
club. Yeah.
I should have.
Some of those drama kids were fucking insufferable though.
That's true.
But so was I.
Yeah. Well, no, you were cool,
In my heart, I was insufferable.
but you were cool
Like Mikey, everybody became my best friends later after I dropped out of college.
for sure.
They were all the drama kids back then, you know?
They grew up a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess, but
But it is that like that high school social
Pariah.
pressure that's like, oh, you can't do that. That's what the losers do. So
Yeah,
you're
that's
like,
where Steve's
I'm
coming from.
already a loser enough. I don't want to join drama. and then
what
I did.
are
and
the
it was like, it
people
was
gonna
awesome.
think?
and Dustin
Yeah.
gives him great advice here. He's like, look,
does.
buddy, it's not about what people think about you. It's about what makes you happy. You know, none of that shit matters. Don't date a girl who makes you look cool. Date a girl who makes you happy, who you like being around.
Like Susie.
Steve's like, that's dumb.
Listen, Henderson, I give you dating advice.
That's how you scored Susie.
That's thanks to my advice.
That's right.
Pea brain. I love how he calls Dustin pea brain, and Dustin looks at him like he just killed twos.
Pea brain.
It's literally my only asset.
Yeah.
How dare you? Will is trying his best to DM this fire-ass D&D game.
He's doing a great job, honestly.
Laying it down. The phone rings. They abandon him immediately.
It's a distraction.
It's just a telemarketer. Not even worth answering.
Tell L. We have to go see L.
So they want to go over there. Will's like, forget it. Storms out, screams at him. It's pouring down, raining. And he lets Mike have it. You don't even know where Dustin is. You don't care. He probably doesn't either. We're all fucking, the party's broken. It's ruined, right?
You destroyed everything so you can swap spit with a girl?
Mike
Mike
says,
says, not my fault you don't like girls.
damn. I'm so thick-headed that the first few times we watched this, I think we talked about it in later iterations a little bit, but I mostly, if not 100%, just thought he meant you haven't hit puberty yet. I just think it's a little bit pig-headed of me to like not consider things like that as subtext when it's an obvious way you could take the scene. It didn't even occur to me. You know what I mean?
I think that they've also laid these threads throughout all of both seasons leading up to this, that he is gay. And, it hasn't been overt, but it's been there.
Yeah.
And so I think that regardless of what the actors say and how they were playing it in that moment, I think that the people in the writing room knew what they were doing with these lines.
Or taking it however we want is valid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which works as a support for life choices too.
Because I get where you're saying from, because when I was a kid, I had people yell at me like, well, just because you don't like girls. And it's just because like I wasn't at the point where I was like attracted to people and wanting
Like
to
that
be in a
shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure. Or that, yeah.
Or motorboating them.
I don't know why.
It's like being with a person means you motorboat them, right? That's what being in a relationship is.
And then she gets pregnant.
like our moms and teachers. You didn't hit drama class yet, is what you're saying.
Right, yeah. We're motorboating all day.
It's the Stella Adler technique.
Right.
That's my method. All right, guys, shake eights and then motorboat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'd sign up for theater right now, dude. I built sets. Everyone at the pool is getting rained out when Max and Elle show up. And it turns out it is Heather's bag. The nonchalant boss there confirms.
And how the fuck does he know that?
It's bedazzled in a certain way that only
it's
Heather does.
The same bag we all have.
Hers says lifeguard on it, I remember.
Oh, the one that says Heather.
We ran out of those, and the rest of
that's
us
right.
just have red ones.
I had the purple one.
I'll give it to her.
I'm the manager.
What are you guys, like fucking sleuths or something? Elle goes to look at Heather's picture on the board, and she takes it. And then they
I love
go.
how it's like just across the hall from
It would
them.
be.
Yeah.
And they're just like, okay, did those kids just steal her phone?
Hey.
That was weird.
She goes into the locker room, turns all the showers on like we talked about, which is obviously, as I always knew, for the white noise that she needs to make the connection psychically.
Yeah.
And she tries to locate Heather, and she finds a red door that appears in the void after she touches the mailbox with the address on it. Luckily, inside is a bathtub filled with ice, of course. Heather pops up, help me, and then falls through the water. We got this score that looks like all the trailers from 2010 to 2019. It's like, blah. It's awesome, though. Fucking love it, dude. That's a great scene.
Just the effect of 11 reaching down from a surface into water, screaming, and then her being pulled deeper into water is so
The
cool.
bathtub disappears in a cloud of smoke, and then she's, oh my God, it's, underneath water looking up.
Yeah.
Elle reaching down. Ah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's spooky.
It's wonderful. Hopper and Joyce break into Hawkins Lab. She sees where Bob died and remembers the events. There's like the camera beeping, like, oh, someone's watching them.
Motion sensor tripped it, I guess.
Weird transition to Dustin's binoculars through the camera, but it's cool.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was fun going into the camera lens and pulling back of his binocular lens.
It's very like film school, but also like I always appreciate it.
Yeah, I love that shit.
They're still spying at the mall. We're looking for a blonde guy with sunglasses and a duffel bag. That's evil Russian classic stuff.
And there he is.
They acquire him. I love the bit where they're following him and then they make a noise and he's about to turn around and Dustin just grabs the phone. Yes.
Hello.
Thank you.
I am fine.
How are you?
I fucking love
His
it.
phone acting so good.
But it turns out he's just the jazzercise coach.
I also love Steve bumps into a dude and the dude turns. He's like, fuck you, you baby dick bitch. When he runs into him.
Yeah, that guy's super
The dude's
aggro.
so fucking hostile. It's wild.
Hey man, you can't let people do that to you at the mall.
I just came to the fucking mall to shop my feelings away.
The teddy bear thing is so expensive.
I don't need the Harrington knocking me over.
I heard Anna Jacoby's putting out around here.
Oh, I'm looking for her.
Her standards have lowered. Robin is still working on the code and she gets a delivery from Lynx Transportation. Silver Cat. Honestly, when she cracks this code, it makes no sense to me.
Really?
Well,
The only one that I think is like a huge stretch is the shoes one.
what makes sense to you?
Well, she sees a silver cat.
Sure. Walk me through this.
Then she spots the Chinese cafe. I forget. I don't have the line in front of me.
Asia's
China
nice this time.
sounds nice.
Yeah.
If you tread lightly, there's
Shoes.
Kaufman shoes.
Sure.
When blue meets yellow in the west, it's the clock, and they got the different hands.
What I'm saying though is if you are a Russian who needs to know, I suppose, where to go to drop these goods or where the secret location is, the only two things of those five that help are the time to show up, which is blue meets yellow in the west,
Yeah.
which I assume is 9 o'clock, and the silver cat, which is like the door that Lynx Transportation uses.
No, so I think
What does the shoe store have to do with that back door outside?
what they're communicating is the stuff that's being delivered to us is coming at 8:45 and it's going to be delivered by the Lynx people in the Chinese and shoe boxes.
Yeah.
So like,
It's in those stores' boxes?
Yeah, when they're spying
Okay,
on the
that's what I
delivery
meant.
dock, it's they're like, look for the boxes that are the Chinese food and Kaufman shoe.
Andy's got it.
Andy's
those-
got it.
those are the
It's
sus
not 8:45 though. There's no way. Because
Yeah.
it's blue meets.
It's when the two hands are together, and I think
Oh, it
It's
would
like
be
8:43.
You're right. It would be like a 8:45-ish or not. What would it be?
I think it was 9:45 when they're spying on them
9:45.
at night, right?
Well, at 9:45, the hour hand would be closer to 10, so it would have to be before 9, so it'd be 8:43 or something for them to actually touch. Because at 8:45, the hand,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
the hour hand would be a little bit below.
When's blue meet yellow in the west? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I need to know what time to go there. There's no way to Google it.
I'm getting a 9:49.
Fuck you, Andy.
Well,
Told you.
that would also work, but that's not when it happens.
I love the first Reddit comment because someone asked that question, and the first Reddit comment is, better question, what the hell did the week is long mean? Which, fair.
That is a good point. What does that mean?
It's after Labor Day.
Here we go. Interactive clock.
Oh, you're going to make the hands touch?
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's what we see on the screen in the
Just like
show.
an 8:43.
8:43. And then it could also connect.
That's a better,
9:49.
that's a more complete connection.
Yeah, totally.
That's blue meeting yellow.
I think that what they show on camera is
you think
like
some of the Russians showed up at the wrong
an hour early?
He meets twice. God damn it.
Taco Bell isn't open yet. It says Taco Bell is coming soon.
And they tiptoe. Tread lightly.
Boy, this is long week. Nah. Yes, the horrible Russian accents are coming back in full swing.
Da. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, okay, I get all the code individual references, but what is that telling them other than like cat guy, time go? Now I get it.
Cat guy, time go.
God, that's why I crack the codes around here. They prank Nancy at the office with a rat because Jake Busey is not only a misogynist, he's a fucking terror. I mean,
I would hate to work with this guy.
he's a harasser of the highest
He is
order.
the reason HR departments exist.
Yes.
Indeed. I was in Starship Troopers, motherfucker.
My dad is Gary Busey.
Buttered sausage himself.
Lethal Weapon, you ever seen it? Gary Busey? Or is that Nick Nolte? It's Gary Busey. I don't know. I think it's Gary. I'm going to go Gary.
Could be both.
Point Break. Feminist movie. How could I be a misogynist?
That was Gary. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. She opens the dark room on Jonathan again. I think this is like the fourth time.
At least fourth time.
He should break up with her. She has no concern for him and his art. She posits that they take Driscoll's rat to animal control. Let's go take the proof. They want proof. Let's get it, right? And she's like, he loves her, you know? You're relentless. I hate this. I disagree with every bit of it.
She's like, give me the keys, I'll go. And he's like, I'm driving.
You know, I'm not going to let you go alone. That rat could eat you. At the lab, Hawkins Lab, they patched up all the gates and such. You know, they're drywalled now. And Hopper's like, see, couldn't be anything because there's smooth wall here. And he thinks it's basically PTSD. He hits her with the Dr. Owens thing, basically. You know, I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel like this can still be your home. And he lets her know that he knows about her selling her house. She's thinking about moving away from the town.
Yeah, Gary told me.
That's right. That's right.
Gary.
You moving with Scott, I assume?
Does he live? Give me a name. Give me an address.
She does make a Scott Clark joke, though. He does not appreciate it.
Oh, that's so good.
It is.
There are people in Hawkins who care about you. And she's like, people like Scott Clark.
He's like, whoa. Like loading his revolver and shit. But then they hear a bang, a door creaking and clicking shut. I love the noir like shadow revolver.
It's got to be from something.
That's so good. Mike and Lucas ride their bikes to Will's house. It's in the pouring rain. They're banging on the door. It looks like he's not answering. He's back in Castle Byers reading comics, but it's just not quite hitting the same. And we get all these memories of season 1 playing D&D and season 2 and the Ghostbusters Halloween. And he rips up the photo. Stupid. All the flashbacks that Steve was talking about. It is a really loaded episode of flashy backiness. He starts tearing everything up and destroys Castle Byers with a baseball bat.
It's devastating. That poor kid. I read somewhere. I read on the wiki that this is the first time fuck is said in Stranger Things, but the captions don't pick it up. It's when he's hitting the.
I didn't hear him say it.
I listened to it because I was like, oh, interesting. So I listened to it, and it's definitely during like when the sound's kind of in a weird place and he sounds echoey. I could see where someone would be like, "Oh, he said fuck."
He was probably just in it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like true.
If he said it, he probably didn't mean to, and they probably tried to get rid of it as much as they could. But it was like the best take.
Yeah.
Like, how many times are we going to build this little castle? and make him cry.
We get a break for the day.
Yeah, we talked about it a long time earlier. This is a really powerful, great scene. It'd be so funny though if like it's like it's time to become a man. And when the boys show up next, he's got like a headband and a brewski and like a bench, and he's like, "What's up, sluts? You guys want to go bird dogging chicks?" It's like overcompensating.
I just ordered like the entire back catalog of Penthouse.
I've been boofing TRT all morning. Let's go bench. Fireball. He throws him a brewski.
Fireball cinnamon whiskey.
Yeah, fireball. Nancy and Jonathan show up at Mrs. Driscoll's house, and Nancy just goes in, and Jonathan's like, "What the fuck? You're doing a B&E right now?
B&E, girl?
Oh my
Come
God.
on.
What if she fell or something? Oops, the door's open."
We're still minors. Come on. Let's throw some juvie.
Downstairs is fertilizer bags, and then we hear monstrous chittering, which is what the subtitles say.
Nice.
Monstrous chittering.
Good band name.
Mrs. Driscoll is going to town on some fertilizer.
You guys want some fertilizer?
So honestly, it's so good.
I've been eating this all day. It's really good.
Tastes like shit.
I didn't know this shit tasted so good. Honestly.
Dusty, Steve, and Robin watch the shipments out back. They're spying. They're armed guards. They got fucking machine guns. And
They're not hiding the fact that they're Russians very well.
hello, I am not Russian.
There's literally a Russian flag just blowing in the wind behind them.
Is there?
No. But
I wouldn't have been surprised.
They're sitting with AK-47s outside of fucking
Yeah.
Walmart. Like,
If anyone drove by, they'd be like, "It's America, me mall cop."
That's true.
America.
Fuck yeah. That's what I mean about this season, Andy. It's like, this is like some like Three Ninjas villain stuff. You know what I mean? Which is fine, but it is a little surprising at times.
very silly.
We found your Russians.
That's right. And then they start arguing over the binoculars, and they make a big loud clanging noise, and the Russians get alerted. And at this point you realize they're like 10 feet away. Oh, but they do get out in time.
Hello, kids on roof. We've seen you there whole time.
Sailor boys. But Steve is holding Robin's hand briefly while they're scared. And he's like, huh.
Feelings.
The Russians check the roof, but they got out in time. Hopper is looking for the lab intruder. It's the big Russian guy, Chucklefuck, with the motorcycle helmet. That's all over everywhere that anybody goes for some reason.
He gets around.
And he kidney punches Hopper to fucking death, dude.
Beats the piss out of him.
He would be pissing blood for 3 straight weeks at best, because that dude's huge. And there's nothing worse than getting stood up by this lady you're in love with, who ends up with the hottest guy in town, Mr. Clark, all night instead.
Yeah.
And then getting your ass kicked in front of her the next day.
Oh, yeah.
By the
That's
fucking
the
Terminator.
worst.
Yeah.
Delete all your socials.
It's
You know,
the
you're good.
worst. Oh, he's posted on Facebook, "I'm not okay and I don't want to talk about it."
The only thing that would make this worse is if the guy who kicked my ass was really cool and had a motorcycle.
Fuck!
He does.
He looks out the window. Joyce is on the back.
Bye, Hop.
Bye, loser.
Mr. Clark's gonna be our third. My boys.
That's right. Joyce finds Hop and sees the motorcycle taking off. We cut to Max and Elle, who go to 1438. I don't think she saw the street, but maybe they went to every 1438.
E32 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Red door, red door.
That's a Holloway home.
Red Dawn. And Elle breaks in with her mind. And it turns out it's Heather's house.
And Tom's.
The editor from the newspaper is her dad, Janet. Tom, this is my sister, Maxine. And
Billy's there.
Digger Montgomery plays Billy so like confident and diabolical here.
Sorry, who is this young person dripping on my living room floor?
He's a dick.
I love Stepford Wise version of Billy in this.
it's
Just
so
like
good.
sugary sweet makes it so much more
It's
devious and
It's
menacing.
more scary than his white trash like villain thing.
Why wouldn't everything be okay?
Yep.
Oh, Maxine, you'll catch a cold in this rain.
Here's
Where is she?
cookies fresh out of the oven.
Yeah, Heather pops right out with some fucking shake and bake. And Max thinks really quickly because Elle is crashing out. Like, you lie. You not friend. I dump your ass. You know she's going there.
Yeah.
So she's like, because you guys missed work today. We were just worried about you, which makes total sense.
Max is a real one.
Whew, good thing Max is there because Elle was about to make that real awkward. What does she mean she dumps me? This is my house.
I love this, though, when Billy's like, hang on, who are you? Elle?
I didn't catch
Elle,
your
you were
name.
looking for somebody? That's fun.
Yeah.
Mind Flayer's getting to know her.
I call him MF Billy for Mind Flayer Billy in my notes, but
Motherfucking Billy.
it's reading in my brain now like motherfucking Billy.
Yeah, he watches them leave, and like the Mind Flayer remembers, like, oh, that's Gate Girl.
That is the gate closer.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Coffee is for closers. Get that girl a coffee.
Meanwhile, at Castle Byers, Will gets a tingle. And this is where the Will tingles are born. We saw him in the theater. And now it's full-fledged. He's back.
Willie Tingles. We're real sorry. I'm not fucking worried about that no more.
Yeah. Nobody's caring about girls anymore.
They could have ended the episode with he's back. But no, we got to go back to Billy and Heather.
A lesser show would have.
Doing
Maybe a
murder.
greater show. Who knows?
Who knows? We'll never know.
Yeah, Tom told Janet. Tom's a dick.
Tom is such an asshole.
At least he's consistent with his misogyny. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's got this, like, poor Janet's dealing with this bullshit all the time. I told you to slow down with that wine.
I'm not feeling very well. It's probably because all that damn wine you drink.
Yeah.
Drunky Brewster.
Fucking lush.
Yeah. And then Janet collapses. It was poisoned.
And the way he even gets up is like, Janet.
Janet,
Again?
you're embarrassing me in front of our guests.
Not again, Janet.
I want Billy to think I'm cool.
Heather hits Dad with the fucking wine bottle. Dink. I love when they do that in movies and it doesn't break.
It looks so
That's
much
more
worse.
realistic. Those
yeah.
are so hard to break.
Yeah.
And then the chloroform. So, like, she didn't even need to do that.
Yeah.
I had to get him down there and make it easy.
She wanted to get one in.
She just wanted to menacingly say sorry,
That
Daddy.
wasn't, she's not even mind flared. She just hates him because he's such a misogynist. Here, have him.
Yeah, Billy started to do the process and he's like, and then we're going to go to your parents and fuck them. But he's like, wait, hold on, what?
I'm in.
I want to experience that before I get mind flayed.
She should have said, like, sorry, Dad, too much wine.
Oh.
Put a line in there. Oh, I would have appreciated it.
The wine's hitting you pretty hard too, Dad.
Ooh, guys, I love where this is going.
Duffers.
It was right
We
there.
can punch up the script.
And that's the end of episode 3, which means it's time to list our favorite moments and do all our fun little shenanigans after a brief break to hear from one of our sponsors.
Greetings, ghouls and ghost and stream fiends alike. It is October, and now we must give reverence to our most generous of patrons. These exalted souls, our super patrons, offer not mere support, but sustenance to the very lifeblood of this podcast. They are becoming part of something eternal. So before the darkness claims this episode, before the final whisper fades into the void, we shall speak their names aloud, one by one, like incantations echoing in the haunted hall. So with that, excuse me. So thank you to Amy Teckentine, Brianna Williams, John Collins, Sun-Loving Mortal, Xander Barbarian, Daniel Pack, Phil S, Nice Guy Eddie, Apple of Andy's Az, Albus Stinkpot, Maddlestat, Susie Callahan, Anthony Corona, Jim E, Lady Trashley, Sean Myers, Just Liz Calabria, Brett X, E Scramo, Lil Tickler, Svento7, Jay Scramo, aka Ashley Ray, Jay Rich, Upside Down Canuck, Big Butthorn, Josh Stitch, Jer, Kaylee Sampson, Rabbit Dog in a Barbie Car, Elbander, Charlie Friday, Alexis Adler, Peaches, Emmy, Haley B, Joe Velez, Trisha Bueller, Suzanne Rode, Sean Callahan, Jadinklage Morgoon, Jen Robinson, Kalisha Reeves, Paula Garcia, That Brenda, Aaron Armstrong, Hooty Hoo, Ashley Powers, Casey McCain, and of course, Enza. So thank you all so much for supporting streaming things. And now, with that, let the reckoning begin. Back to the episode.
And we're back. We found the chocolate pudding. Andy, lead the way. What's your number 3?
Oh, I'm going to say my number 3 is Stephen Dustin following the Jazzercise guy. It's just so fun and funny.
It's on my short
and
list.
for him to be revealed as the Jazzercise guy, and the thing in his duffel bag was a giant boom box. He says, "Ladies, who's ready to sweat?"
Who's ready to sweat?
It's so funny.
And they've got that like John Travolta, Jamie Lee Curtis thing going on.
Bouncing their hips around and stuff. Yeah. It's so good.
My number 3 is, I have it written down as Heather Breaks Bad, and that's just at the very last scene when Heather and Billy are like activated and take out Janet and Tom. It's such a really creepy escalation of what's been going on, the way that she's been like invasion of the body snatchered and just like hits him across with the bottle, and it's menacing and something that the show hasn't really done so far. I like this. There's something seedy and salacious about what's happening here, and it just feels really cool and menacing.
Cranked up.
Yeah, cranked up. Like the movie Crank with Jason Statham.
Crank Yankers.
The show Crank Yankers.
My number 3 is going to have to be Hopper being so relieved when he's all drunk and he busts in and he thinks it's Mike, and he busts open the door and Max and Elle are sitting there innocently just hanging out. And he's so sheepish and upset with himself and embarrassed, but also like, oh, nice. Great night at home. Daughter's safe. You don't have to worry about that fucker. You know what I mean? I thought there was just something really sweet about that, as dark of a place as he was in. The fact that pulled him out of it. Because I think there's an element of heartbreak, but also like, actually, I fucking love being alone and watching Netflix that I identified with too, you know? Like there's like this morning.
Oh man, I'm home alone. Wait, I'm home alone.
This morning I was like, this sucks. I'm worried about so many things. And there's like I've had a really dark few weeks, to be honest with you. And I woke up at 4 a.m. purely due to anxiety, and I only had 4 hours of sleep. And I was like, this is fucking terrible. And you pointed out, actually pretty dope, right? Like I read my book for a couple hours and I gave up and just went downstairs. DoorDashed First Watch, like the $1 Million Bacon and the you know what I mean? Turned on A Knight's Tale and was like, this is actually pretty awesome, you know? You know?
Not bad.
Anyway, that's why I identified with that. That's my number 3.
Sometimes you need some kit time.
Hey, baby.
Number 2, I'm going to say it's the conversation between Hop and Joyce, where he calls out that she was planning to move away, and he, wants her to feel like this place can be her home still. And, she knows that people are here that care about her, like Scott Clark. It was just a fun little exclamation point on the end of that sentence. Good scene.
My number 2 is 11 searching for Heather in the in-between, just because we've talked about it, but the imagery is so cool. And anytime she's in that in-between place, I think it's called the Void officially, right? Is that what it's called?
That's what we've been calling it for years.
But the in-between is so much better. Every time you go into that space, it's always a visually interesting thing that they do. But the way that they film Heather being pulled underwater and 11, that like you said, Andy, that shot looking up back at 11 is so interesting and different and new. I just really appreciate how they're taking things that are well-established visual cues in the world and just heightening them and making them more. It's cool. Even in season 3, they're still managing to do that. What's your number 2, Kit?
My number 2 is Heather's bathtub nightmare thing. So cool. We talked about it a lot during the episode, and it's just really fucking visually amazing and fun. Also scary.
So scary.
Andy?
Well, I'm going to switch it up. My number 1 is the Heather nightmare thing. And being dragged underneath the water.
That's not switching it up.
Yeah, a little rug pull there. Yeah, it's just dope.
You're keeping the good times rolling, buddy.
Yeah.
My number 1 is Will breaking Castle Byers. That moment just hits me the hardest in this whole episode, just because I love the character of Will. I see myself in him a lot, and just that poor kid just wrecking the monument of it was the place that kept him safe in the first season. When he was in the Upside Down, he would go there as a place of safety from the Demogorgon. And now he's in a place in his life where all that safety makes him feel awful because everyone's moved on and he doesn't want to give it up. And just him breaking that down is so sad. Like, oh, buddy, don't do that. That's your place. Don't do that. I don't know. I just love that kid. I love Will, the wise, protect him at all costs.
I'm with you. That's my number one as well. It's just an incredible, powerful moment. And we talked about it for about a half an hour earlier, but really, really impressed with it. And now it's time for our Easter Eggos. I got very little, I'll be honest with you guys, but this is where we kind of pull out some 80s pop culture references that made it into the heart and core of this show. We'll go around the room. Andy, you got anything?
Really only one, which is when Elle and Max go to the pool and they're talking to the other two lifeguards. The girl lifeguard there is drinking a Diet Cherry Coke.
Yeah.
And that is something that came out in summer of 85 and has since gone away. But they brought it back this year.
Oh.
And I got to have it a couple of times, like a few months ago, and it was glorious.
Is it good?
Yeah, it was so
Why don't they
good.
just make it then?
I don't know.
Yeah, they've had Cherry Coke Zero for a long time.
Yeah.
Cherry Coke Zero is great.
Yeah.
It's fine, but it's
You
nowhere.
always got that in your fridge.
But the Diet Cherry Coke, it just hits.
Diet Dr. Pepper's the best.
It hits. Yeah, I'm a big Diet Coke guy. I'm I'm team Diet Coke, not Coke Zero. But yeah, Diet Cherry Coke. I just thought it was fun. I recognized the can because when they brought it back this year, they used the exact same can and everything.
That's so
So
fun.
I was Leonardo DiCaprio and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood pointing at the screen like, that's a cherry Diet Coke. And I've been looking for it.
Shit's delicious.
I've been chasing that high since
Was
I had
Diet the same back then?
Like the recipe, I'm sure they've changed.
It would have been
a
40
little
years
bit.
ago. I mean, aspartame and all the stuff they use now, and it like almost tastes like real soda. Was that the case back then?
I don't know. I haven't done research,
I have
but
no clue.
I'm sure it's slightly different.
Yeah.
But
Less cocaine,
yeah,
fewer.
fewer.
Pure cocaine. Steve,
I guess I'll bring up the Karate Kid. They mentioned Ralph Macchio. They're
the
looking at
Machmeister?
the Mach. They are reading a issue of Tiger Beat magazine, a teen fan magazine that ran from 1965 to 2021. Shocked it lasted that long, which kudos to the makers
Yeah.
of Tiger Beat magazine for lasting as long as you did. But yeah, there you go. Tiger Beat magazine. Do you remember Tiger Beat magazine?
I do.
I remember those.
I thought it said super teen on the front. Am I just crazy?
There definitely was a Tiger Beat. Maybe
Okay.
it was like the other magazine because they were holding two,
Gotcha.
and I didn't get a good look at the other one, but I assumed
Well,
that
I think the other one was super teen.
That's not a real thing.
So there you go.
Super Teen Girl Squad. So and so, what's her face? Ugly one.
All I had was Ralph Macchio. There's a minute where when she first goes into the void and finds Billy at some point, I forget where, but it's just his car.
Yeah,
I was like, is that a Christine reference? Because it's kind of scary and it's just an empty car and the lights are on and it's like vroom vroom, and it's like,
and then it chased her.
so, yeah. I just thought of Christine, the Stephen King adaptation, but I don't know. That's all I got.
I got nothing.
Andy's AMT.
I got a bunch of stuff. Let's go through them. So obviously the title is a Nancy Drew book title reference,
Obviously.
right? We already kind of mentioned it, but the Jazzercise Class is obviously a reference to John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis's movie Perfect that came out in 1985. An often lampooned scene when they're doing the Jazzercise club because John Travolta
Sexy gyrating.
looks so wild and crazy in that scene. We mentioned the Pizza Hut Cocoa Puffs and everything that was in Mike's basement, but there's also some Broch's bird eggs. That's the candy they were nomming on. Do you remember those?
No.
I think I'm pronouncing that
Oh,
correct.
Brock's?
Brock's, yeah. Brock's bird eggs.
That's what happened to me. As you said, Broch's.
I thought Brock's bird eggs were just jelly beans. Am I crazy?
No, they're the crunchy little things.
Oh,
They're like chocolatey, aren't they?
I think so.
okay.
They got the shell.
Yeah.
They're like shitty M&Ms with speckles.
Some people say it's pronounced Broch.
It's crochet.
In Billy's room, he's got a poster for the metal band Tank and specifically their first album, Filth Hounds of Hades.
It was going to be my nickname in high school.
The Filth Hound of Hades. We mentioned the Penthouse magazines. Some of the headlines that I saw on there was, I killed 360 people.
What?
The Professor and the Prostitute.
Now we're talking. It's got a Scott Clark issue.
Right? At the
Opening
mall.
the Curiosity Whores.
Oh, that's lovely. Love that. At the mall, So last episode, they went into the jewelry place to get the teddy bear, right? And there was all that.
They did.
In this episode, you can see what the jewelry store is. It's a Zales.
Exorbitant.
Yes.
Cheap. Garbage.
Dustin's shirt, he's wearing the In 3D album t-shirt for Weird Al. So he and Mr. Clark are one of the same. And also, while they're creeping up behind the Jazzercise guy, the shot when both of them are kind of peering out from behind a column, I think the Walden Books is behind them. And you can see prominently displayed in the window is a book called Breaking Moscow by Arkady Shevchenko. Hey gang, Steve here. Just a real quick correction there. I read my notes wrong while we were recording. The book is actually called Breaking with Moscow by Arkady Shevchenko. Arkady didn't actually break Moscow, but he was breaking with it. Just wanted to say that. Just read my notes wrong. I'm an idiot. Enjoy the rest of the show. That was a autobiography by the highest ranking Soviet official to ever defect from the Soviet Union to the United States. And so that was his book. And so I think that was just kind of funny that while they're stalking who they think is an evil Russian, there is a book called Breaking Moscow right behind them. Kind of fun.
That is fun.
And then lastly, I'll do the music. There's more music in this episode than last. There's Angel by Madonna is playing while Max and Eleven are reading the magazine. Phone to Phone by Life by Night plays when Hopper is storming into their room. And then Love a Girl by Tina Marie is playing when they are starting to play Spin the Bottle. So they go through 3 songs in a short amount of time there. Electric Nights by Head On is what's playing when Max and Elle go into Billy's room, because as we've established in the first episode, Billy loves the band Head On.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame him.
All Your Reasons by Smart Remarks is playing when Nancy and Jonathan are developing the photos. They're talking about finding an actual rat or getting the actual rat. Things Can Only Get Better by Howard Jones is playing when it cuts to Steve and Dustin spying and there's that shot of Steve with the binoculars. That's the song that's playing there. Place in My Heart by Brian Page is playing when Max and Eleven talk to the lifeguards. Wake Me Up Before You Go by Wham! When Steve and Dustin sees the Jazzercise class, that is their Jazzercise music. Also a great song.
Wake me up
before you go.
I was trying to toss it to you, man.
Women Love Us were like Wham! Is It a Sin by Al Hazen is playing when Max and Eleven show up at the Holloway house. That's what they're listening to for dinner. And then lastly, the episode closes to, of course, American Pie by Don McLean. So that's all the music.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie.
I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die."
How funny would it be if they replaced that with the Weird Al version about the Phantom Menace?
Oh, weird.
This here Anakin guy.
One
day later might be Vader, but now he's a small fry.
That was the shit in elementary school, dude.
Yeah, it was.
So clever. That's like Jingle Bells, Batman Smells. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God.
Egg.
Funny as shit.
Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to nominate our 11 out of 10 performance, our favorite performance of this episode. Andy, who are you going to give it to?
This is a hard one. I'm going to give it to Noah Schnapp. He's just really effective. And like we waxed lyrical. I didn't even have him on my list here. But as we sat here and talked about this episode, originally I was like, David Harbour did good work. Maya Hawke did good work. But when we sat and talked about, how effectively Noah Schnapp as well performed this like heartbreak of adolescence or loss of adolescence, it's just extremely profound. And I think he captured what a lot of us went through.
That's my pick as well. I'm also giving it to Noah.
We all everybody.
Woo!
Well, now it's time. Everybody's favorite segment where the mods have collected clips of our 2019 coverage of season 3. And we get to step into the Nina at Dr. Brenner's house.
Oh, welcome to my humble abode.
He's converted his Nina to a pseudo hot tub. Ignore the smell. And we're going to try to guess the context of whatever weird shit we said back then and never say it again.
There's been some weird shit.
It's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly Andy.
Yeah, almost always Andy.
It's just me in the background wheezy laughing for the most part.
Well, let's see what the first clip that the mods selected for us this week is.
I was playing with the magnets and I heard a commotion.
They still won't stick.
They still won't stay on the wall. We should call Scott.
Clearly talking about Joyce,
Going
telling
to Hop.
Hopper about the magnets.
Yeah. I just want to say I love one of the things I have fond memories of our first coverage is the way we would imitate Joyce. It's like hop.
We were really into that.
I still do that. Like if someone just says the word hop, like the Easter Bunny hopped over here, hop. Like I just can't. It's like a knee jerk thing for me. It's Pavlovian at this point.
I did that for a while with niche things like Tom Segura's early stand up back in like 2015, and he had this bit where he went on and on about yelling at a guy, bikes, when he would drive by a bike store. And so whenever I see a bicycle, no one else has heard that bit from Tom Segura. So it's really uncomfortable if I'm like at Walmart and I walk by and go, bikes.
Oh, the man with Tourette's is back.
No one like goes, oh, nice reference.
Oh,
you know?
Tom Segura fan? Well, the mod's right. Steve impersonating a distracted Joyce looking for Hop as he gets the shit beat out of him by a badass Russian, now Andy's new favorite character.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so we were saying that she was coming in while he was fighting, going, I still can't get that magnet to stick. That's funny.
Hop, what are you doing on the ground? That is funny. Oh, I forgot, Andy, apparently you really love the big, you love Grigori,
I
the
have
big
no
Russian.
memory of that, but I stand by it.
He's a fun
I love
80s
that
villain.
guy.
Yeah.
Keeps popping up.
He just wants his wine,
Yeah.
you know,
Just
after a long day of
Imagine
being
his
Russian.
backstory.
He's a Russian who loves Italian food. That's all we know about
He's
him.
an expat trying to live his best life.
And shopping at the mall.
American consumerism. He's reading Super Teen magazine. Loves Ralph Macchio. Loved the Karate Kid.
Super Teen Girl Squad.
Your Russian accent was on point.
His Jamaican sounding Russian. Loved it so
It
much.
sounded like his sexy Swedish voice, too.
I'm Swedish.
I'm Swedish.
Let's see. Clip number 2.
Everybody knows that it's juice and weed.
orange
That
juice.
helps.
So that's hangover hangers.
cures.
That's Hopper's hangover.
Okay.
And orange juice and weed definitely helps.
Okay. I like that.
Also, getting drunk again helps.
Hair of the dog.
Yeah, but you do like a lot of hair.
Yeah.
On all
Like
the dog.
Like a sheep herding dog.
Right. So they wrote, Kit points out that hungover Hop is chugging milk, and everyone is incredulous that milk is Hopper's hangover cure of choice. Kit educates on the legit hangover cures. Which, yeah, we didn't say it this time around, but that is fucked up.
I didn't even clock it this time.
So hungover, he goes for the dairy.
Not a good idea.
That is real rough.
He's a fucking man, though, for that.
Well, if he's got like, indigestion, acid
Could just be
reflux,
heartburn.
Yeah.
That's true.
That'll help.
Couple two-and-alls. Take that milk down. Get a hand job from Flo.
Gets the Flo's delivery service.
She'll drive out there.
Merry Christmas, Hop.
There's, there's nowhere Flo won't go.
We need to bring hand jobs back. Everybody's
Where did they go?
everybody shits on them now.
You mean to complete?
yeah.
People shit on hand jobs now?
Yeah. I think a gentleman loves a good handy, personally.
Absolutely. Clip number 3.
He pulled a Walter White in that, though, too. He's like, say my name.
Cut to a
Goddamn right.
All right, who's pulling a Walter White? Say my name. Say my name.
Heather is the closest thing we get.
Oh, she's like, sorry about this. Say my name. Could it be like
Ralph Macchio?
when Billy's like, what was your name again? 11? It's L.
Yeah, I was going to say Billy, but he's not that like overtly domineering at any point.
But maybe like L could be like if we're playing the character, like she's like, say my name. It's 11. Say it again. L.
Yeah.
I don't think that's it. I'm just like throwing out
I'm going to say Billy.
possibles. Okay, you're saying Billy.
I'm going to go Mr.
Oh.
Clark.
Love that.
Maybe Grigori with the punching?
Oh, when he's punching his kidneys. Da. Okay, so we got a vote for Mr. Clark. We got a vote for Mr. Grigori. I'm gonna say.
Mr. Clark even in this episode?
No.
He's not.
I mean, he's ever present in all the episodes.
That's
if we're
true.
being honest,
That's true.
His shadow looms large.
Yes, larger than the
It's
Mind
his
Flayer.
dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay, so we're all wrong. They write the scene where Will wakes up Mike and Lucas in his Will the Wise costume shouting, "Say my name!" Reminds Andy of the main character of Breaking Bad. Wow, how do we forget
The
that?
part where he actually
says, "Say my name."
Okay.
Will is just such a sweet boy. You don't put him in the same
He's
bucket
Breaking
as
Bad.
Heisenberg.
At the end, he's like, he's back.
Okay. Clip number 4.
We just nearly need to birth communism into American pigs.
It looked like vagina, so we get the birth
Out of the dark
analogy.
hole?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like gapy and gooey, like my mother.
Sorry, it's so weird to hear you going like it's like vagina, and then Sam coming in like, "Oh, really?" Okay, so Russian people.
It's got to be like talking about the lab and the gate, that they're trying to make or whatever. Like he was there.
Yeah,
kind of
maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because Hopper like puts his hand on where the gate used to be.
Yeah, it's got to be
maybe-
something like that.
Okay. They write, at the end of the episode, there is a brief discussion regarding what the end game for the Russian plot is. Kit suggests that they are trying to build a gate from Russia to America in order to spread communism through the vagina of the upside down gate to birth communism in America.
That was Steve. Steve was saying that though. I mean, maybe I started it and Steve was just.
I was yes-anding you.
Yeah, just yes-anding me in Russian. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Because when we didn't know where this plot was going, but it makes sense. They're like,
why would we?
They build a gate to invade America.
Thank you.
That
but
type
it doesn't
of thing.
make any sense, but yeah.
It doesn't, but I mean,
Why are
Hello,
they
we are here
in
now.
America?
hello.
We couldn't just fly.
We're already here. Why we need the gate?
We just go through customs. It's land of free.
This is a dumb idea.
I should not have killed scientists.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, last one.
Fast forward to Andy and I at 11. Like, he put his whole head in there. And then the dog came and, it's just like awful things for
What
kids.
were you guys watching?
It's Kazaa, man. I don't know. So just whatever downloaded.
Fucking Kazaa.
Yep.
All right, Andy knows what this is.
Oh, Kid does too. Yeah, it's
Well, it's us talking about porn. I just don't
porn
know.
that
Oh,
we
the
used to-
Hustler magazines probably. Or
Oh,
the Penthouse. Yeah, we have to remember the context. Not
well, those were Russians that were doing this.
what?
So if we're talking about the gate and it being about, it was Russian porn that we were talking about in that moment.
No, that was the last clip. The gate.
No. The porn of the dude sticking his whole head in. That was Russian porn.
It was.
So
I guess.
I'm saying
Audio listeners, I think it's really important to know that the miming that Andy's doing right now is making me uncomfortable.
that is porn that Kid and I stumbled upon in our childhood that has forever scarred us.
Okay, it sounds like someone's putting their head in a place they shouldn't put a head in. Okay.
Correct.
Get in the game.
Get in the game.
EA Sports.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Oh, it's in the game. That's not as funny.
Do you want to see what they wrote?
Yeah.
They write, Elle is spying on Billy and Max. Or, I'm sorry, Elle is spying on Billy, and Max is worried that Billy may have been doing. Max seems to be on the cusp of knowing what she's explaining, but doesn't completely understand. This leads to Kit commenting on how since this is an age before the internet, there are kids figuring things out on a normal, healthy level, contrasted to Kit and Andy at the same age watching whatever videos they could find on Kazaa.
Took 4.5 hours to download. We're going to watch it.
Yeah.
No one can make a phone call now.
4.5 hours for that.
We got to know where this hole goes. And thus concludes.
Thank
Anita.
God. Thank you to our mods for finding the clips. I'm very grateful and I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can neither confirm nor deny I was in that show back then.
I mean, that was some guy named Chris, not Kit.
You can go ahead and scrub that from the internet.
And all the videos.
Yeah, ideally. Shouldn't be out there.
Not our fault.
True.
Yeah, you guys, it happened to you.
That's right.
We've all been in
We
a
didn't
situation.
know what we were downloading.
Right.
It just said file 6827.
Yeah.
It's like, I love file 6828.
.exe, and then the computer turned off.
It's our fault for not being in bed, though.
That's true.
Your parents told us to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And also your fault that computer got a horrible virus on the kazaa.
Yeah, we wake up. Gary, what'd you do? His dad's just trying to work. What the hell? Ew, Gary.
What are you watching? It's fucked up. Well, that ends the Nina, which means there's only one more segment left.
Oh,
the
MadLibs.
MadLibs.
Let's take it out on a wholesome note.
Yeah, that's usually how MadLibs ends up. As you guys will know, this is a story that Kit and Andy put together at the beginning, titled "Spying on the Boys." Preface: this is one of those MadLibs that's like a script. So there's there are two characters talking. It's Max and 11.
Oh,
so
no.
I'll have to say Max says this, 11 says this, Max says that.
Okay.
Max, don't thrust, okay? Jennifer Conley will come crawling back to you in no time. I bet he and David Harbour are totally blowing in self-pity right now. They're all like, please take us back, like the wind. What I wouldn't give to see their gaping faces right now. See, Andy, you got it.
Thanks, man.
All right, 11 says, chastise me that blindfold. Max, no way. Is this really gonna work? Holy destinies. This would be so sad if it... 11, hurry. I see them. They're eating jelly beans. There's melons everywhere. Max,
Friends.
pathetic. 11, they say flaps are a species, all emotion, no logic. Max, Shiza Minnelli. 11, ew, Mike burped. I think David Harbour is going to placate. Max, ugh, see? There's more to life than frustrated boys.
Hey.
Yeah, that's true.
We came together at the end.
Yeah.
Never stub your toe and yell Shiza Minnelli.
I never have, but now I always will.
It's my favorite curse I've invented.
Shiza Minnelli. That's a good one.
Thank you guys for that wonderful Mad Lib you helped me create.
Thank you.
And that's episode 3. So tune in for 4 and 5 next week. Thank you for listening. Over at patreon.com/streaming things. There's tons more episodes like this, including all of our Game of Thrones coverage that's almost complete. That's all the time we've got for right now. We've got to go return some videotapes. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Things, streaming Stranger Things.
Happy streaming.